So we're getting near the end, and I'd like to thank everybody involved with the production tonight. I'd like to start by thanking the sound crew, which is run by Jason Kenny. Tonight it's Casey Chillicurdy on the board. We've got Mario Rogozinski on the spot, and I think Amber Hanks is on the lights. And also Jeremiah Stevens, who's helped out tonight, right here. He's helped with the live stream. This is actually live on the internet tonight, hopefully. Impressed, huh? Impressive, yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'd like to thank, well, I'll do the parents a little later, but I'm going to start with the band members just to present them all to you. I'm going to start, as usual, with the freshmen. We've got on keyboards and on drums, Tyler Maiden. There he is right there. We got a few talented sophomores, actually all of them girls, funnily enough. We got on vocals Hannah Ollinger. We got also on vocals, and she also plays a bit of keyboard, and she writes songs, Kaylin Cade. And on vocals, percussion, and drums, and one of these days she's actually going to sing and play the drums at the same time, like Don Henley and Phil Collins and Karen Carpenter, I guess. And Kemmer's right there. Kemmer Cope. Big hands for Kemmer. All right, then we move into the juniors. We got a lot of talented juniors here. Hunter on stage, Hunter Johnstone on keyboards, right up there, right here. We got a very talented singer and guitar player, his second year in the band, Phil Bertone. Let's see, we got on guitar, bass, saxophone, and vocals, multi-talented Leo Rudberg. I'm still alive. And then we got, let's see, in many ways he's our musical guru. He actually helps with the arrangements, or even does the arrangements. He always figures out the vocal harmony that's wrong, or the keyboard part that should be changed. So this is keyboard, vocals, trombone, and today, melodica, whatever that is, Matt Stevens. And we're going to hear the melodica again in a minute. Let's see, is that all the juniors? No, there's one guy that I missed out who's been in the band for 3 years on drums and percussion, a hard-rocking drummer, Brendan Baldwin. You know, maybe these don't have names on them. I'm worrying about this for no reason. If they do have names and I get these wrong, then you're going to have to redistribute them after the show. So I'm just going to give them out in no particular order. And the first senior, I think we'll start with, let's see, let's go alphabetical. Charlotte Ahern has been in the band 2 years. She's been an amazing vocalist. She's really dedicated herself to coax. It's been a pleasure to work with Charlotte, and we have to say goodbye to Charlotte. So, goodbye, Charlotte. David Lynn, I've already talked about David Lynn. He's a musical genius, as we know. He's going to Berkeley. He's going to Berkeley School of Music. And he's going to take the musical world by storm with all his compositions. He writes everything from jazz to heavy metal and symphonies. It's going to be really exciting. We're really sad to see David go. He contributes so much to the band. So, goodbye, David. I don't know if I should tell this story. I think I'm going to tell the story. Justin Kim he tried out for coax, and I don't know what we were thinking. I want to publicly apologize for the fact that he didn't make it. And then afterwards we changed our minds and we brought him into the band, and I can't imagine why we didn't see reason the first time, because Justin has been amazing as one of our lead guitarists and singers. He's been phenomenal. Thank you, Justin, for your effort. Okay, and this is where it gets a little tough, because we have two 4-year seniors in the band who've stuck with it through thick and thin, and sometimes it was thin, sometimes it was thick. Hopefully tonight it was thick, which means good. Scott Suter, we'll start with him. He's a guy who has grown so much as a person, a student, and a musician in coax. He's become a leader. He's played upright bass, he's played guitar, he's played bass was his first instrument, and he's played vocals, and he's just dedicated himself to coax once again, and I thank him for what he's done. He's absolutely which brings, let's all do the wave, let's all do the wave. Okay. All right. Over the years we've had, okay. Over the years we've had many great guitarists in coax. I think of John Seeberger, Andy Bite, Doug Kaplan, Matt Baer, Ned Eisenberg, those guys, Michael Vista. You're going to see some of these guys in a minute, but there's one guy who is in the same league as all these guys, and he's been phenomenal in the band. When he first tried out as a freshman, I remember he came in and started playing, and everyone said, well, he doesn't need to play anymore, let's move on to the next person, he's made the band. And then I said, no, let's listen to him, we want to listen to him play, and we did. Listen to him for about 10 minutes, even though the auditions were 5. And that was Jack. And now Jack, you saw what a great guitar player he was tonight, and I've held it together till the end. So thank you, Jack. Wow, okay. So now we've got 3 more, actually, a couple of people may be quite surprised as well what's going to happen next, but we've got a couple more, we've got some awards here for the technical crew, and we're going to start with Mario Rogozinski and Amber Hanks, who've done the lights and the sound for coax a few times over the years, and we thank them. I don't know if Mario, you can come down, maybe she's up there in the booth, I don't know. Yeah, here she comes, here she comes. Is Amber up there? Yeah. Amber Hanks has also done a lot of light and sound work for coax. Thank you very much. And finally, I don't think I left anybody out, but I still have something. Okay. Okay, Tommy Swift has done work up in the lights and on the sound, and so come down, Tommy. We have a long way to go. Okay, and finally, here's a guy who's done the sound. He actually tried out for the band when he was a freshman. He didn't make it, and then he was pretty good, and I thought, well, why doesn't he try out again later? And he never did, but he did the sound for us instead, and for 4 years he's been on that board, and he's the guy that we really rely on to make it sound good every night. So, big hand for Casey Chulanko. Okay, and so without further ado,
we got something more. Yeah. All right. So before we move along, first we'd like to give a couple shout-outs. First shout-out to Mr. Anderson, the sensei. Where is he? Did you say it? And the one and only Dr. Quillen, also known as Jay Crystal. And another shout out to the First Lady of Coax, the Chief Groupie, Mrs. Christine Ryder. Where is she? We got some flowers. Of course, Steve. Mr. Ryder, for 25 years, you've been raising the roof, teaching students, rocking out with students, and being British.
What's that you're saying? I don't understand the word you're saying, sorry.
You've done it all, and on behalf of the past and present parents of Coax, we would like to give you a gift that's only fitting for a British rocker. The best classical acoustic electric guitar played by Keith Richards and Grant Parsons. For you, Mr. Ryder. 25 years. Give it up for Mr. Ryder.
It was chosen for that reason, because this is where the seniors sing their last song together and they move along. And so here's Move Along by All American Rejects.